So I got some parts in from Azusa. The goodies came in today. Sprockets. The two on the left here is one's for the last jack shaft. This one was going to be for the PMA, and at the time when I ordered these two sprockets here with the rest of these parts you see here, the rest of the stuff, I wasn't sure how I was going to mount the sprocket to the PMA. So really, actually, the one on the bottom isn't going to work for me, and that's not Azusa's fault. That's my fault because I told him to cut 17 millimeter. But what I really needed, if you remember this little bad boy here, with the bore reducer in it, that's a 1 7/8 diameter hole on a 38 tooth sprocket. And just remember that we're dealing with 35 chain profile here, not 40. And so I had them cut the diameter of this hole to fit over the their sprocket adapter, which has a 3/4 inch bore in it, which we're trying to reduce the bore down to 17 millimeters. That's why that thing is sticking out of there. But anyway, so and this is all going to go on the PMA. And then, so he cut that bore for me in the sprocket. And when I first got it, it wouldn't quite fit on there, so I just took a file inside the sprocket. I just took this file right here, and one edge is flat, one edge is round. And I just kind of went around inside the sprocket and eventually got it to fit on there, no problem. But what I'll do next time is just tell him to cut it to, just bore the hole out to 1.876 instead of 875, so I don't have to try to file off the last half thou or so. Either way, no big deal. So that fits on there really good now. No worries there. And that whole thing's just going to go on the PMA. And you'll notice there's just enough room, you know, where the teeth are at, above the, you know, on larger diameter than the sprocket holder, just so a chain will fit on there, right? And I already tested it. Sure enough, the chain fits on there without bumping into the sprocket holder. So that's really good. So we need two of those, two of these setups. One for the PMA and one for the last jack shaft. So one's going to go on the PMA and one's going to go on this jack shaft and replace this. The only difference being one will have a bore reducer in it, like this one, which is for the PMA, and the other setup will be just identical to this, but the bore reducer won't be in there because the inside diameter of this sprocket holder is 3/4 inches, and that's going to fit right where that pulley is, because this jack shaft is 3/4 inches. So looking like it's going to work. Also, you'll notice I got two other little sprockets here. These are the chain tensioner, or also known as idler sprockets. And I ordered some split collars, which will go on, you know, either side of this for the sprocket, for the jack shaft. Not for the PMA, because the PMA is going to use the set screw approach. Okay, it's going to use the set screw in the PMA. But on the jack shaft, I'm going to use the two split collars to hold this from sliding back and forth on the jack shaft. So I ordered two of those. Those are 3/4 inch bore split collars. And then if you guys remember in some of the other videos, welcome back to the bring these back into the picture. These are the chain tensioner plates, the standoffs. Remember I was saying I was waiting for the sprockets? Well, here they are. And look at that. They fit right over that 1/2 inch threaded rod, perfect. They're just a little loose, but it's no big deal. What I'll do is just put some hardware on there and get it to sit in there with just a little bit of play. So I'm going to do that. I got a lot of stuff to do now, which is really cool. But there's all the goodies. And when I get this stuff going, I'll run another video. Okay.